I'm ready for war.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition. NFL on E. And off we go from Denver. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 15 carries, 120 yards even.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touchdowns?
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Nicholson defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On second down, Gordon once more. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On third down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So for this defense, a tall order trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, is that pressure inside, big tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jet 16. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Okay, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good bounce-back drive right there for the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that And when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down now, it's Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Our score after one. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got him. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm here.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Check Mike 39. Ready? Watch time. Watch time.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker. And now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
We want it. Come on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Greg Zerline lining up on the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Courtland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
on first down. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
The Broncos on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That play might not seem like much yardage-wise, but when you look at it maybe having to go 3 and out, punt the football again, it becomes an important conversion. Now the question, can they keep it going from here?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Again, he finds Moore. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
They just gave him a sack there. They're not mistaken. They gave him 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really porous, aren't they? They really are. And I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist. Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And it's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hall, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike,
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. That's complete. Okuebunam. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
There's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. That screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 109 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson.
Check my 46. All day, baby, all day.
Being chased out left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. On the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Good, Charles. That time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's
his offense back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And unfortunately, in 2020, the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 50-yard line.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Wilson to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Jets now down 31-28. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
No, no.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all the kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Ted McKinley made his way into the backfield. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
Touchdown, defense. 47's the mic.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Push him back.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation.
This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson finding Sutton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.